junkie? And can Sakura Haruno defeat her mentor, Tsunade Senju? Let's find out.
It's showtime. Let's get going. Having some fun. Taking a chance or even two. There's no guideline for doing it your way. Let's just focus now.
I'm not completely sure which Sakura is commonly believed to be the strongest, whether that's the last 2 years after the war or adulthood, but let's just cover them both to be on the safe side. Since Sakura was neglected for the majority of the series and is disgustingly outshined by her two demigod of teammates, some believe Tsunade would still wind up winning if placed in her prime. And a lot of people mention experience. That also plays a huge factor in it when compared to the war arc, which is why I'm kind of, just skimming past that one. They both use strength of 100 technique, becoming superhuman, but Tsunade is naturally a powerhouse. She swung around Gamabunta's sword and impaled Manda back in part 1 like it was nothing. Then there's her feat of cracking Madara Susanoo. Wow! But that's kind of overhyped. I mean, it was only the ribcage, pre-skeletal form that even the Raikage and the Mizukage damaged before. Heck, May melted it. But Tsunade being a Senju means that she has huge reserves of chakra. But then again, so does Sakura. Why do people forget this? In the last, she was able to immediately replenish Naruto's chakra. Not as fast as Hinata, but pretty darn fast. I covered that in another video if you want more on just how impressive a feat that is. Durability is kind of irrelevant, simply due to the fact that if either one of these Kunoichi take multiple blows, let's say a single blow, okay? When strength of 100 is active, they're not going to withstand that. Heck, Tsunade may have withstood being bifurcated when Madara's wood split her in half. Whoa, that sounded a little sexual, huh? But she was still incapacitated. She couldn't fight after that. Sakura's Shanaro will do much more damage than a falling twig, okay? And her quote-unquote losing to Shin in Boruto, that fight was only due to her being sick beforehand, okay? All without the killing intent, just like Naruto against Sasuke. Remember, he wasn't trying to kill him. Speaking of the Neo-Sanin trio, Sakura had not caught up with the rest of Team 7 in the war, so just because they surpassed their mentors doesn't mean the same applies for the rest of them. Then there's the assumption that since Sakura is mastering these S-class ninjutsu at age 17, then by age 32 she should be twice as strong, right? Even though she's just a housewife. I mean, she's a good medic, but this is a battle here, come on. Her exchange with Six Paths Madara and Kaguya, while brief, they do display a bit of potential. And then there's Kishimoto pretty much telling all Sakura fans, she's stronger, are you happy? Get off my back. I mean, remember Shizune fangirling over Sakura in the war with her new abilities? And then that flex at the end where she's like, and I can do all this with more reserve since I'm not spending it on my looks, because she's not putting any chakra towards her looks, like that old hag. Yeah, I added that last part, but that's pretty much the gist of it, okay? And it's true. She has much more chakra that she can put towards the fight. And it was in one of the data books, the 4th one. I think this is the most recent one. That also kind of supports Sakura having surpassed Tsunade. So, just to cut it short, I guess, let's give it to Sakura. I think it's well known that by this point in time, she is stronger than the 5th Hokage, okay? Put what you think in the comments below. What did I get wrong? What did I get right? And put what fights you'd like to see next. It doesn't have to be Naruto, it can be anything. Also, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Tonka. And